So I am pretty new to this whole show hosting thing, so I've been checking out other hosts to see how they do it so I can steal ideas from them blatantly. One of the hosts... One of the hosts that was kind enough to let me do this was Rachel Maddow of MSNBC. We sat down in her office in New York. Let's watch it because we filmed it.
Hey everybody, it's me, Pete Holmes, and I'm sitting with one of my favorite cable newscast people.
Sure.
One of my favorite hosts of all time, and it's Rachel Maddow, and I'm so thrilled you're here.
Hi, Pete. Thanks.
I'm a new host. What advice would you have for me going into the grind of 4 days a week?
If 4 days a week?
As we're doing 4 days a week, yeah.
Can I have your job?
Yeah.
5 days a week is harder than 4 days a week, I bet.
Yeah.
The advice I would give you is...
Did you just sass me?
I did.
I felt sassed. It was kind of old-timey. It's like, sounds like 5 would be 1 day harder, old fella. Wooden nickel.
Make sure that you make a complete list of all the good friends and people who you trust in the world right now, because all of a sudden people who you don't remember being friends with will claim that they've been friends with you forever because now you're on TV.
Interesting.
Yes.
As Eminem said, all of a sudden I have some 5 million cousins. Keep it real, Em.
You're happy.
Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, I know I'm happy.
You can tell you're happy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You feel it?
Yeah, well, you just seem like, I think you seem like a guy who has something to offer, and people who are unhappy don't necessarily have that.
Well, yeah, it's either giving or taking, right? Some people, you're talking to them and you can kind of feel something being sucked out of you. And then when two people that have something to give get together, I think you do bounce the light around. You ping it in your pocket.
You bounce the light around.
Yeah,
That's
we'll be
nice.
right back. You're tall for a lady. You're 5'11", and I'm tall for a fella.
You're tall, especially tall for a lady. I'm abnormally large for a woman.
Love
My
it.
girlfriend is the normal height of a girl. She's the average height.
So she's shorter than you?
She's shorter than me. I'm 5'11". She's
Where
like
is she?
5'5" or so. I don't know, she wears heels. But the smart thing about our functional lesbian relationship is that she's allowed to choose the height of the furniture.
Oh.
So all of our couches and chairs are very low to the ground. And it's sort of like, you kind of approach as a tall person and go, whoa, I'm going now, whoa, all the way down.
But that appropriate size furniture is part of a FLR.
FLR?
Functioning lesbian relationship.
We call it a fleur, but yeah.
A flurry?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of flurries in my time. I love it. But men are shells of people, and we're afraid. And height is one of those things. As a tall person, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. But height, jawline, hairline, age, and then, of course, the equipment.
I know very little about male genitalia.
You're not missing much.
Really?
I think it's overrated. I kind of have a theory that everyone's just faking. Like, ooh, look at that. Yeah, gay men and straight women.
Let's pretend like this is important.
Right? It's like wine. You just give value to it. Like, oh, it's a fine wine. That's a great penis. What are you basing that on? The age, the barrel. Talking dicks, we'll be right back. I keep my hair a certain length so I can pretend to be a cop. I'm not joking. We have similar hair. You could also be a police officer.
What, this is cop hair? This
Yeah,
is
it's
like
business.
detective hair, though. It's not
You're called in after you tell me to beat it. You come in with those glasses and you're like, scram, this is my jurisdiction. And I'm like, Maddow. It's even a good cop name. That's something you could teach me. I'm a host, and you have gravitas, and I'm a goof.
I don't think I have gravitas.
You have more, no, you're a very funny lady and incredibly talented, but you can, when needed, focus it up and do the news.
There's a thing that happens in cable news, which is that we make fun of the breaking news trope.
Yes.
Like, let's call this breaking news, even though it obviously isn't.
Right.
And I'm unwilling to do that because we do actually have the responsibility to sometimes convey that something important is going on in the world.
Sure.
We're live on TV. If something is important, we are going to stay on TV and you're going to
Somebody
hear about
hands you a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Could you read like a very silly like news story that we wrote you, but read it seriously? This just in, and someone hands this to you.
This just in. Several kittens were found in a barrel of cotton candy. Their names were Bing Bong, Ding Dong, and Clumpy Butterfup. Though Clumpy went wee-wee on Bing Bong. Up next, a dog with 2 butts.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
No.
You should do mushrooms.
Really?
Oh.
Why?
It's not really a drug, it's an awakening. been a lot of
Really
fun.
good. I like this, the throwaway last question. Mushrooms?
Yeah. This was truly a delight.
Oh, thanks.
Are you not a hugger?
No, I'm a hugger now.
Yeah. People who do mushrooms are huggers.